Winter Wyvern pick, unfortunately, is just also not very good. Like, as you said, yeah, it harasses and stuff, but your lane should just not powerful.
No,
you
right.
Splinter Blast and you Arctic Burn a bit, and that's all you can do.
It's just damage. There's no save potential there. They might need one for the Monkey King, as it looks like he might drop. No, TSA is actually going to go down first. Sexy Fat will be able to claim a kill in revenge, however, it's a 2-for-1. Before the horn, or just after the horn anyway. Winstrike thus far.
Okay, that's pretty good. For bait, I'm about to say. The kill on the Shadow Shaman I don't think is that relevant once you've already blood, but the kill on the Monkey King at least evens things out a bit, you know, gets a kill to the Pango. That lane from Pango Monkey King shouldn't be too difficult for Pango. It depends a bit on how lucky you are with lucky shots, right? And when you get them, but for the most part I think it's fine. And the Pango, like I said, is like there's so much relying on Sexy Fat right now. I feel like he has to do a lot. Not in this early game, but just in general, he's going to need a fair amount of farm. Because he's your initiator, your oracle killer, and also the one that's going to team fight. You're also your counter initiator. Whereas the rest of the bait.
Yeah, I mean, you're completely right. Yeah, I mean, to some degree, you're right. It can be Duster a little bit, and Dendi can kind of serve as some sort of soft counter initiation, but looking at what it could be compared to, I mean, like for Dendi and for the TB both, you can kind of counter initiate by just like saber rattling and protect. You know, like if you pop an exo, like if a smoke breaks in front of you, yeah, you pop an exo, pop a metamorphosis, and the enemies might go, whoa, okay, maybe we don't want to fight right now. Yep. But that's not the same thing as just having Pango, like having a Mars who's just like, oh, I don't want to be here anymore,
exactly.
Right? Like I totally get your point, but I'm just, you know, that's what they have, and that's what they have to use.
You're right about that, actually. You're right. The point to be made here would be that, like, even without, like, once your space in the map starts to go away and DP can't reliably say, this is a good engagement to make EXO in, it is a reliable tool to just kind of try to chase away the enemy team. Oi, 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 oi! Oh my.
Duster really learning a lot of Russian as well, yeah. Oi, oi, oi.
He is a Euclid. Horror means okay. It's all good, or like, kind of.
Duster will also frequently go Divide whenever they're... I like it. I like the moves. I think Winstrike, they got respect for that. Making an effort.
Bro, go 1v1 CS, go only the AWP. Yeah, clearly they are respect. Clearly they like.
Yes, I think although you read that like a real Dota player, because that's 1v1 CSGO only AWP, not AWP.
AWP AWP.
Nobody calls too easy. Nobody calls it here. I think Winstrike, of course.
He went, go bro 1v1 guns. Okay, like what am I? Give me my magical creatures.
Oh man, that was just adorable. That was just adorable.
Shut up.
Oh my goodness, he's gonna hit him with the AWP.
Okay,
he just nuked him.
He did nuke him with the AWP.
Yeah, no one calls it that in CS.
Why though? It's a lot of damage at once. That's what a nuke is. People need to learn from the superior esports.
Oh goodness gracious me. Shout out to all the ESL HQ staff who are not only running this league, an upper division league, but also one of the most premier CSGO events in all time right now, completely online. I am Katowice in Poland. Unfortunately, that's not going to be in the Spodok Arena again. It's kind of crazy, you know, if you allow me to be just, you know, reflective of the past year. 1 year ago is really when all this COVID stuff started going down, because that's when they had to cancel that event last minute. So
yeah, I know.
Real tough, but esports persists. Good to see, and we're going to be keeping on here, as well as CSGO with those AWPs. TSA doing a good job here cutting lanes, making sure he can get himself a little bit of experience. Sports in a little 1v1 spar. Jirachio is going to be able to pretty easily zone out Sexy Fat. Doesn't quite have this over Venom that he's going to need to do so incredibly effectively, but it's not too easy of a kill anyway. You're relying on Sexy Fat to really mess up with the swashbuckle to try and get a kill there. So Jirachio's just going to try and farm.
The only difficulty though is, of course, a Sexy Fat, you go, well, I can't farm because I can't use swashbuckle to farm because it's dead.
Yep.
And it makes your lane a bit more difficult. Shaman is not a great hero to play from a defense standpoint. He's great as like, oh, I have kill potential. But with Pango, for example, he brings very little damage to the shackles, right?
Yeah.
And then That's all you can do.
I would say his utility this game is if Sexy Fat makes a mistake, TSA, he's going to have to tank it and just shackle or hex and then die instead of Sexy Fat. That's the utility that the Shaman brings you in this lane. As well as you said, the potential kill threat versus a Monkey King and an Oracle. I don't know how likely that is, especially because, of course, they can dispel the Lucky Shot pretty easily. That's all you can actually dispel right now with this lane until you get level 6. As they might even go aggressively for TSA now. Duracho's got the Boundless Strike, and he's going to have the lockdown and the damage. Might even get a little bit more here onto Sexy Fat. Careful there. You can see just how aggressively they are. Duracho, he knows this laning matchup. If there's no swashbuckle, he's good to go.
It's a great game for Oracle Corrosion here on the Monkey King. It's a tough lane for Pango to farm in, and it's just going to be a lane where, yeah, he might not die, but he has to just subsist and try not to give too much harm to the Monkey King. Bottom lane, RDO is not going to have the easiest time against Mars, as the Monkey King is having, so Mars will be a bit more relevant hero. And here, ironically, the hero who has to make the difference is really Dendi in the mid lane. He doesn't have to win this matchup necessarily, but has to create space as much as possible. Up top, they lose Sexy Fat, they might lose TSA as well, they don't have any stun.
They had to use the Boundless Strike for the kill on the Sexy Fat. He dies again without the swashbuckle. It's really that easy, to be honest, in that top lane. No swashbuckle equals no life, essentially, versus the Monkey King.
And the DP mid here, what we have to do is either, once the puck starts rotating, take the mid tower early and start to really the presence, or alternatively rotate early with the DP, either bottom or top, I don't really care. Try to get a kill with the EXO and then take a tower as well. But you need to have a huge... Because your lanes are not going as you expected. Well, your lanes are going exactly as we expected, but I guess, I don't know if they thought this was weak here or something.
Yeah, Yamish as well is going to be able to snag that regeneration rune. Duster, not too great at rotating and contesting bounties, to be honest. Wyvern is very stationary in terms of its laning setup, right? It doesn't really do well rotating around or any of that garbage. Nice play by Yamish as well. He's going to be, oh, you wanted to pull and reestablish equilibrium? I don't think so. Have fun farming under your tower, Cheshire Cat, which he doesn't mind, of course, especially with the Quelling Blade and God's Rebuke.
God, no, he's one of the better heroes.
He still got it, actually.
Okay, that's a pretty good pull. Hold on. Oh, he does get a double, the pull for both.
And the Hellbear Smash is like, all right, we're out of here. We've got no interest in this quarrel.
They're no longer part of this fight.
They're gonna just drink a little bit more tea or whatever.
Water?
You know in America what you always get with some tomato soup? Grilled cheese. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know that.
I do not like tomato soup, however.
Dire's middle tower
It is a little bland for my taste.
American tomato.
It is. We like our tomatoes quite a bit, don't we?
Well, you like your tomatoes sweet?
Tell you. We just like everything sweet, don't we? TSA is looking to be ganking mid. Okay, maybe now with the Illusory Orb out, they're actually going to be able to catch him. Dendy's going to pop the EXO here. Will they have the damage? No level in the Hex yet. There was a level 2 Shackles, and that'll give them the kill.
Okay, well, worth it, I guess, level 2 the Shackles. That guaranteed the damage from Dendi more than anything. And now with the EXO, you can actually take the tower using the catapult. Not bad. They actually go for a second Shackles. It's a bit dangerous, TSA. Dendi, the Ghosts take a while to chase after him. Yeah, exactly. So he hasn't gotten the kill on Oracle. TSA is now in trouble. Duster's coming to join them. They do have Splinter Blast, but I don't think it's going to help TSA too much. What are these ghosts, by the way?
I don't know. I saw Dendi had these before, and they kind of just look like a sprite from Doom 1.
It does. It's like a scarecrow.
Yeah.
With like the face.
That's just how long Dendi's playing Dota. Dendi pulls out these cosmetics. You're like, what is this? What is this from? TSA is in trouble here, but they're going to have already a point here early on in the Golden Brace. They can hit the coil here. Still silenced and leashed up. It is going to be the Shaman. Doesn't get a single spell off there, unfortunately, besides the Hex. Duster, I don't think he's going to live here underneath the Tier 1 towers. The Arctic Burn will end. He isn't able to turn and assist Dendi there on the kill onto the Oracle before he goes down. Messy engagement in the mid lane, but it's important, of course, for Winstrike to be defending this from the first EXO.
Yeah.
And they still get a little bit of damage on the Tier 1 well.
I think that the main lineup here did what they could in the middle lane, right? By rotating the supports properly, but once Winstrike rotated, obviously this lineup is compared to them.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It was the best out of a bad situation. You put a lot of pressure into the tower as well. I think it was a good rotation regardless. I don't think it's that big a deal because you already killed the puck to begin with, which is on you. But of course, every single time you do that, you weaken the side lanes even further, and the side lanes matter, right? Pango is completely out of this game right now. Terrorblade is... And then he needs to start creating space by taking towers. And unfortunately,
Yeah,
you did not
yeah.
take that tower, which means that you have no extra space in the side lanes, yet you still sack them with these support rotations. So now it's in for a penny, in for a pound. You've already sacked your side lanes. You might as well keep your supports here and try to take the tower.
Yeah, I mean, if that buys you the information that you see, I mean, right now, of course, with this ward behind the tower, especially, they know where Pantomime is. TSA is actually going to continue running him down and probably let him know that there's a ward somewhere behind the tower. But they've also got a ward here in the jungle to be able to notice whenever the Monkey King is going to go and start jungling. And speaking of jungling, Winstrike is making a movement here through the enemy jungle. Duster's here, ready to tank this rotation out from Cheshire Cat. Arctic Burn utilized, and there he goes outside of the arena, but they will commit the coil here. They really want this kill on a Duster. They're going to have to work for it, though. Cold Embrace used, already 2 ultis down, and Duster's still alive. The stun is going to connect onto Dendi here, as TSA will be rooted up, and everyone here on the side of Winstrike able to freely escape.
Radiant's
To a degree,
bottom tower is under attack.
It's a pretty good play on bait, where they keep forcing these fights middle, and now they're out to the Tango as well. And the only person that can take this farm is Monkey King and TV, but rather TV take this farm. So I don't think it's too bad, especially if the Exo's still taking this tower. TSA actually hiding in the backlines, hexes someone, but he misread that. TSA could be in trouble right now if the Oracle finds him. Yeah, there we go. We don't have Fortune's End, we have Purifying Flames alone. TSA dancing his way towards
Radiant's
safety,
top
hopefully,
tower
but I don't think it's going to happen. The Winter Wipes Tango is cut by. Swashbuckle first. The Rolling Thunder's available, but it's too late. There's no point in using the Rolling Thunder there. And in fact, now he's in trouble. Sexy Fat should have just run away. Shouldn't have helped the Shaman. Once the Shaman was in that position, he should have just left.
Yeah, you kind of got drawn into the old savior buddy syndrome there, unfortunately, which isn't really going to help or do much to help the chances here of bait in this early game. This is, like, you can kind of see that bait, they're looking to make plays happen, and they are making a couple of mistakes here and there, but they got their head in the right place, I will say, right? They know that they kind of have to make space for RDO, who finally is at least up to level 7, so with these conjure images, he is going to be able to farm a little bit faster now, and just continue to do RDO things. So we'll watch his farm begin to try and take off here a little bit. He's already got more than Cheshire Cat at the very least, but Sexy Fat and Cheshire Cat making quite a big difference here already.
We've seen Monkey King's items first. Or just sort of a corrosion. He's going for Maelstrom, let's see.
Yeah, he's probably got the Mithril on the way.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So he's not bad off. So until he gets Maelstrom, the Terrorblade should be farming a bit faster than Monkey King. But this is the time where bait should be trying to create the most space, right? And now there's a fight going up on top.
My vision.
The Shadow Shaman. Turachu is also trying to play a bit more aggressively, and of course they want to go into the enemy triangle to try to find the TV. Bait doesn't really have many ways of stopping them, right? And right now, Bait is just kind of lucky that Winstrike has been playing to Bait rhythm, and then trying to find the TP. They've been all going mid and everything. Once Winstrike hits their power peaks, usually the Monkey King, Mars with his first item, either Yules or Blink Dagger, and Puck probably getting his Witchblade. Once you get those items, then you are going to start looking for kills, and it's have to come down to Bait's ingenuity to see what they can do. Stop them.
Radiant's middle tower
Well,
is
they
under
might have to
attack.
stop Jiracho here. Is he going to jump Sexy Fat? Nice hex, though, up from TSA. Hiding in the trees. Yamich, though, ready to turn. First crown, pretty effective there at stopping him. And Monkey King.
Okay, they have extra. They're actually going to kill this fight, right? Rabel, the target. Fair amount of damage. Swashbuckle as well. That's
right.
a lot of damage.
There's level 6 now for Oracle, though. So
But they dropped the
promise.
snakes a bit too early for this fight now. They want to fight around the snakes, but they can't. The Pango's already in a bad position. He has Swashbuckle, though, to at least get away for now. No lucky shots, but he's going to be fine. Had they dropped the snakes a bit closer to the tower, maybe that would have been an easier fight. But RDO instead is trying to create space mid. That's the right play. However, he can't create space for too long. You're still kind of weak. He just has to leave the illusion behind as they try to push the tower a bit. Not bad. At least you're making Winstrike dizzy. You know, you're forcing them from lane to lane. They're not really doing anything in either of the lanes.
Yeah, RDO's not too miffed about that. He
Yeah.
goes, all right, you're going to defend this. That's fine. I'll just go jungle with this a little bit faster now. He's got his Yasha power treads. We might see them now make a push in the mid lane here. And now that they know there's no Exo, there's going to be no Metamorphosis. Rolling Thunder is coming off cooldown, but definitely no Serpent Wards up. And I think Winstrike, they recognize this and might just look for a fight here in this mid lane. Or just the tower. I don't think Base would defend this. They don't have it.
Radiant's
They
middle
can't.
tower
Yeah, they don't have
is
Exo,
under
they don't have
attack.
Metamorphosis, right? So what do you do to defend this? Yeah, you glyph and you will hopefully take top, right? You put as much pressure as possible where only Yamich is here. But it's only the Pango. TB's gonna take this time to farm, then he's doing nothing but farming as well. So it's going to be a really bad trade here. Now you start to lose space in the map. And once you start to lose space in the map, because you lost mid and bottom, your jungle becomes enemy's jungle. Just invade your jungle. You still haven't taken your tier 1, so... Well, their tier 1, sorry. So that means that you can't realistically farm their jungle either. And now this is where Winstrike should be able to propose team fights, and you don't get to decide these things. It's not your tempo anymore.
If you're bait, right?
If you're bait, yeah. It's not your tempo anymore. It's Winstrike's tempo completely. And now is when we should see their lineup kind of pop off, especially because they're also hitting their item time. Which blade on Puck should be...
It's about done. There we go. Now someone's still about done. Indeed, and then first item blink, I think it's when they're going to make a call. Because yeah, you got a lot of damage now on your cores, but we need the cash to really tie it all together. Right, especially because without the blink on Puck, you've got the damage, but the catch is a little bit less viable. Especially because it involves you waiting illusory orbing him, which can be a one-way. Frequently is in the early game for Puck.
Yeah, you're totally right.
The
bait lineup right now can still counter initiate with Winter's Curse and Rolling Thunder, so you can't get too cocky about that. And okay, this is a good dropping of snakes, honestly. You just need to protect them desperately, so desperately. So try your best to take this easier objective, which is the tier 1 top. Mid is too tall in order. You need extra level 2 for the team fight as well. So
you do. Dendi's getting close there. He's getting close. Level 10 though, not close enough.
Snakes were not good enough either. Yamaja's pretty good BAT as well.
They're afraid to contest. They don't know what's behind, but now they should go for it. As Dendi will rotate over. Quick hex into the shackles. That'll be a kill. Dendi even dropping a tip on the Yamaj. All right.
Oh, the smoke as well to get there. So very good rotation. Because the reason why Yamaj was playing so aggressively is he had a ward in his own jungle there. So he didn't see any ward. He didn't expect the smoke. That was a good play by Pink. Surprised them there. No need to waste the exorcism, which means you can take the fight now. You still have Rolling Thunder.
You may even have meta up, and you do actually in a couple more seconds. No, it's ready. That's counter image I'm looking at.
Right, Duster's doing a bit of de-warding here.
This is
But
good
he lost his
stuff.
own ward as well. So.
Uh-oh.
Okay, the shot on nearby, Rolling Thunder. He's going to use immediately. There we go. Arena blood. Rolling Thunder getting used, which means you can't really fight this. You can't fight this. Don't commit.
It's just both supports though. They're not too miffed about this right now for bait, especially if they can get out with Sexy Fat and with no Dream Coil. It should be pretty easy. I say that though.
Should just Rolling
Down the strike. He doesn't want to use it. Can he get away? Now he's gonna have to, as he will be able to run over to Yashio once. He's gonna hit an ancient dragon on the way out. Respect your elders. Then Sexy Fat says no, and he's gonna be able to run all the way back home. So not too bad. Dream Coil and Arena again for both supports. But oh, and Exo. Actually, they did use Exo there. Level 1 at level 11.
I don't know if you saw it at the beginning of the team fight when he was. Oh, okay. That was a deal to try to get out of the road, but they have a Spirit on the bar. They'll try with a meta. It's gonna work. Good damage. Duster, do not go to the high ground right now. There's a tower nearby. They're definitely TPing to it. But that play was just weird by bait. It seems like they wanted to fight that at first and then didn't want to fight that. Why commit the extra so early? The team fight were clearly from low ground to high ground. It wasn't even your space to fight, right? Not the best of plays, and I do feel like Sexy Fight right now, he's playing really on edge with that Rolling Thunder. Just use it to escape. It's not that long a cooldown. You don't want to risk getting killed. Like, you already have it for the next team. And you use it at the very end of the last team fight. Just use it.
I will say, I think they were looking to try, because they got a good ward up. Now it's de-warded, of course, but they got a oh my goodness.
We do have Thunder available still on TV, though. You got Dream Cold, that's no problem. There's a Rolling Thunder available. Like I said, but in the middle, Winter's Curse, I mean, not the best of initiations. Now, they've pinned for RTO to a wall. They've killed the Racha, though, which means they lack the damage. We need a bloodback from RTO. He hasn't used it. Cold embraces instead to save his life from the Bedlam, but the damage is good enough. The Puck kills him with a waiting rift instead. All of Bait is trying to avenge their dead TP, and they're going for Shishakat last. Shishakat trying to get the kill on Duster. Shishakat gets the kill with God's Rebuke and even impales Pango. They were not fighting with Dendi there because he wasn't ready with Exorcism, and this is going to cost them a team fight because that team fight is going slightly the way of Winstrike because of that Terrorblade kill.
Yeah, most definitely. But they do get the Puck though, so they get 2 cores right now. They also got TB, but yeah, RDO using Sunder early on in the fight means he didn't have it a little bit later, obviously. Had a very long cooldown. Remember that patch when Sunder had
he did use it early in the fight.
He did, yeah, it's on cooldown, right? So he got it off.
My bad.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. But yeah, so he used it early on in the fight when he was looking to engage, and then they got a quick pick. Not too bad out from Bait, especially considering they fight without Exo. Next fight they can take here, probably as soon as we have Witch's Curse and Rolling Thunder just about ready again. But really meta. In 30 seconds, you've got level 2 Exo now. Now you can actually, I think, really take a fight to Winstrike. I think this is maybe a couple of minutes, maybe up until like 22 minutes, where Bait are actually quite strong, but not without these cooldowns. So Winstrike, if they can snipe a fight right now, I think they'll be pretty pleased with the outcome.
As long as I can take a fight right now on that is semi-equal for Bait, right? All of this is a space. Oh, who's now matching up? Who cares? You're in a pretty good position right now. In fact, DP is actually matching the puck as well. She hasn't fallen behind, which is a big deal here. DP is a secondary win condition.
Yeah, Bait kind of feel the same way, though. They also want to be looking for a fight.
Yeah, but for them it's because the window opportunities. Now with Exorcism available, level 2. Catching bars is ideal actually in this fight. He's not as tanky as long as he gets from behind. You need to actually commit to this. Rolling Thunder, okay, it almost hits 3, doesn't work out, and it seems like they don't want to fight this, just want to cut the waves.
They weren't sure where everyone else was, and finding the Oracle here was probably a little bit of a weird move. Unfortunately, Duster, caught without the Arctic Burn, means he can't actually escape the arena. Comes the Winter's Curse in the river, that'll freeze Mars in a little bit of a weird animation. Not for long, though, he's in the back line. CSA is going to be going down to the Bedlam. Rabel as well, jumping in with the DD rune, which played damage for the kill.
A very questionable play by Dustin. What happened there is that he Splinter Blasted away, even though the Tango already killed Swashbuckle, right? And by Splinter Blasting the wave, he actually aggroed one of the creeps, which gave vision of Duster the whole time, which allowed for that perfect arena, and also put Duster in a different position to kill the team. Why he did that is beyond me, because he could have just let the Tango cut the wave.
Ooh, Dendi's lucky to escape there with his life. No, I agree.
I don't know if Duster doesn't think that if you hit the one creep that gets Splinter Blasted, aggroed. That's not how it works.
Yeah, and then he uses the Winter's Curse at the end, which means they don't have him for another fight. Off cooldown for 40. Everything else is going to be ready to go for Bait if they want to fight again. 15 seconds till this arena's back up. Okay, we'll see. Again, this window is starting to close, especially when we get this BKB up, which is now for the side of Duraccio. So they might have a very rude awakening. Of course, Winter's Curse is great at just holding down a core through their long duration BKBs. That can buy you a little bit of time, but that requires Duster, I mean, frankly, not to be dead, right? Yeah, I mean, it sounds stupid, but when you're against a Puck and Monkey King, some heroes that can jump your backlines fairly easily, that's of course easier, especially now that we have the Blink here, Abel.
Yeah, he's a plague, like
Radiant
Winter Wyvern. So,
well, Spartan, you know, he's going to be a hero in Dota 2 pretty soon.
I'm
right?
hoping so. Hoping, really. But yeah, it's just been a really, really aggressive Winter Wyvern, and I feel like it's not the game to play her as aggressively, especially not now. Or you need the counter initiation to be come out.
Smoke broke.
Yeah, so they know that someone's in the high ground, RDO, you should someone take it, or someone progress, someone take RDO, then the Winter Curse. Immediately, that's the BKB still available, they gotta keep him stunned. Nope, not gonna work out. At the arena flood, though, they'll get canceled with the Rolling Thunder, not bad. Dendi's still alive, that's just a level 2. The damage is too high. Winter, Counter breaks to try to save him, but the damage from Rabel will finish off poor Dendi. In the backlines, they also are chasing out RDO, as the supports of the Pango finish off the Willow. And RDO still looking for a potential fight. Does he have meta available? He does. Doesn't want to use it just yet. The Drinkle gets used instead of the Pango. We have a Summon to try to save him. RDO realizing he just needs to leave his teammate die. And Winstrike will take another good engagement for them. Again, that Winter's Curse a bit too early. Stop pressing the trigger so early. That BKB completely canceled them.
Yeah, dude. And TSA had a pretty good jump there. He got a perfect opportunity to lock down the Puck, and he forced the Oracle to use the False Promise. Get this, to dispel Puck from shackles.
Yep.
That already sounds like a great fight, doesn't it? Right?
Wait, there's a fight going on.
Oh, maybe there is.
Well, fight-ish.
Still has meta.
Does still have meta. Does want to commit. Well, I believe, unless Dendi's coming in super fast. Okay. Duels. Okay, there's a meta. Just to guarantee the kill. I mean, I think at that point, the key kill was guaranteed.
Oh, they can turn into Roche. They don't have Exo.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
So this is basically a full duration meta. Yeah,
it's
for
pretty
Roche.
good. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Duster's hiding in the trees this time. He wants to counter initiate properly. Did see it though.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, Dustin, you're not invis. Well, I mean, you are, but not really because of the things. Essentially, but they have caught Rabel here yet again. Do we have the shackles? Indeed.
The word we're looking for.
They see you. And they also see Pantomime. Down he goes. 3 heroes dead just like that. As bait, they fight perfectly. I mean, Duster is kind of playing like SS Spartan, isn't he? That's definitely a Spartan move. All right, guys.
Especially because the place to break smoke is actually on the right side, not there. So if you break smoke like there's no point in breaking smoke. They see. That's why the point to break smokes is like camera focus. Like over here behind them. That's where you break.
Well, either way, it's going to give Bates a free Aegis here. Pretty happy with that engagement. Actually, probably one of the better fights that Bait has taken this game. I mean, honestly, they only lost Duster, but again, it's like I'm watching Brain here.
Yeah, my favorite fights are also where those are great.
Yeah.
That's what they just did. It wasn't really calling it a fight.
I think they were like, wait, are they gonna go Roche? They must, right? They use meta, so they have to get something out of it. What?
Guys, suicide!
They're actually. Oh wait, it's a free Wyvern. Let's kill the Wyvern. Oh god, we're dead. You know, it's just it happened that quickly. But now all of a sudden we're looking at a pretty farm TP. He's now got the Eye of Scani. He's got the S and Y. Going for BKB. I agree. I think he's almost ready to go toe to toe here versus the Monkey King. I think what he really wants is for Monkey King. Yeah, a good winner's curse, or for this BKB to be, 7-6-5. Because then his team can help him out a lot more.
Particularly the Pango, who's been God's work this game.
Yes. Terrorize here. He's going to catch Duster, canceling his TP, although it was on cooldown anyway. Bedlam, and he will eventually go down. Quite a tanky hero, this Wyvern. Tough to kill.
Surprisingly, that's one of the more justifiable deaths, actually. Cutting their lanes. It's actually perfect. Now they use the snakes to try to destroy the two.
Level 2 snakes as well.
Yeah, Mars is quite... Oh, nice. That's the right play. Mars is quite low attack speed here.
And these snakes can't reach the tier 1. Why is he making them attack Cheshire Cat?
Okay. No, you can't.
Has been denied.
You know how full work works?
Oh yeah, it works like his arena as well.
Well, no, not necessarily. Actually, only 60% projectiles will go towards his.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They are attacking the tower, but only.
Made sense. I was like, why?
And since you have really low attack speed, you take the ward sometimes. So that's the right.
Good tower. I think TSA's playing a fantastic game here as well, to be honest. Duster he's having a bit of a tougher game, 1-8-6, but I think he's making the right moves, generally speaking, or at least he's setting his team up for success. What else you could really be hoping to do on this hero? Not really getting the limelight too much.
No, once the game progresses and you have a much better team fight disruptions, right?
Radiant's bottom
because right now it's too easy to cancel with shackles. The Oracle just waits and goes, well, I guess I'll fall covers the shackles. Whereas maybe you should consider Bait, like the Pango, sorry. Because those false comers just wait. Similar with Shaman, like once he gets Blink Dagger, he should be.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Much like the Nyx, Wyvern, one of these heroes that is general a counter to heroes or play styles, right? And so we don't see too much of her. Usually you see a ton of Wyvern if faces voids in the meta.
Yeah, it's true. It's a good hero for like big team fights, and when you need shit, not the real case here. You have a combo, yes, with Mars, but Phantom's not there enough. This is a good kill, honestly. Oracle's too valuable. They can get the kill,
they're going to get that one. RDO is showing up all those nice, pretty stats he has. Might even look for a tier 2.
You should force it. Oh,
hold on.
Make a deal. Winter Scarf for the puck.
Yeah.
Can they silence it, though? Exum. Okay, silence. Shackles. Okay, guaranteed to kill a puck. Oh, with the big he's not good enough. Duracho in trouble as well. He's trying to fight Duster, but Duster's winning. Pull the brace. Pulls in for now. As RDO activates the Essence Ring, he might not have enough HP. He's just going to lose his first life there for freeing Duracho. There's the Exorcism finally popped here. They decide they want to fight this. They still have Sunder, but they need a blood back for the Terrorblade. They actually push him out of the arena. I don't know how that happened. And they lose Sexy Fed in the backline. Dendi's still alive, protecting them with the Exorcism, but not dealing enough damage. Duster will die a second time. They kill off Yamich though, and with the Shackle, they're trying to do the same thing with the Mars, as RDO just cannot be as strong as Duracho. Right now the Monkey King is just much more powerful. You still have Sunder, and you finally use it on Duracho. This might be what gets you the kill. Duracho cannot outrun the Exorcism. Sunder just baiting him out the whole time, and now going for the kill on the Mars as well. You lack the damage, Dendi no longer has Exo, and you decide it's better to just retreat before they surprise you with some buyback or whatever.
Actually did have to buy back in that fight. I believe they bought back on Duster and Pantomime. I think maybe Sexy Fat getting a bit surprised by the latter, as he ended up kind of getting kited around to the secret shop by the Monkey King. And then Pantomime, of course, TP into the tier 2 tower, is able to hit him with a False Promise, plenty of heals, even still has a couple of healing salvos in inventory, and there's no way you're going to be able to out-damage that. That's 1,000 heal, which is going to be basically guaranteed. Good fight by Winstrike. I think maybe the Ag's catching them a little bit off guard here, because of course when you fight in a stationary location like that, it's going to be leading yourself towards victory. But Rabel taking a very costly death at the start of that one, right? Duster with a great catch on the Winner's Curse.
Oh, no way. Lucky Shot saved his life. That's crazy. Well, that's you play as Pango, right? When someone is hitting you too hard, you just keep hitting him, and you hope for a lucky.
And he got it. Got it. Was hoping, of course, for a lucky shot against the Monkey King in the middle to save RDO's first life.
Yep.
Going to beat Sexy Fat on. He tried his best, but there wasn't much else.
You just need the Winter's Curse to cancel that. Need to stop using it. Just use it.
I think it was good on the puck, because I mean it was a BKB.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, okay. The puck was a good Winter's Curse.
Radiant's
I do still find the Monkey King
are scanning.
I feel like the Hex should be the one taking the puck. In the middle of Wukong's command, fine. You just leave, and you force him to leave his circle, fight you in your territory. You got BKB and RTO as well.
Yeah, I did like a lot. Pardon me, I liked a lot from Bait there, how they quickly reorganized in the 3-second downtime they had when RDO was respawning. Because you can tell, like, Dendi from the low ground's like, all right, we're going to fight this. Are you ready, guys? Like, let's go, and pop the EXO to maximize his efficiency.
He should have popped the EXO a bit earlier, to be honest, there. That was a bit of a late EXO, because the Monkey King just kind of got a free. But fair enough.
Yeah, I think they were maybe scared of the Oracle ulti, right? Because with Oracle ulti still up, it's really deceptive. Because obviously, with the Ghost, you want to get right in the face of the Monkey King if you can. Hold that thought, Cheshire Cat. Getting engaged on Dendi. There's the rolling buff thunder. Out from Sexy Fat with the Yule Scepter. They want to lock down here the Oracle. RDO pop the ulti and the BKB. Down with the Oracle. Hex up as well onto Jiracha. They might have the damage. He's going to pop his BKB. He's going to go down too quickly. Yamcha with the Terrorize catching onto one. TSA is going to kill himself on the arena walls. But Dendi with his own BKB able to survive the entire thing. The RDO, though, caught without his BKB now. Will be stunned up by the Cursed Crown. Dendi, though, is going to stand next to him. Will not go down. Says, thank you very much for your sacrifice, Dendi. Using him for his HP. Of course, Dendi's going to heal up massively thanks to this EXO. And another great fight here off the side of Bait. Right now, it's working. Winstrike, they're playing into the RDO TB.
They are, that was just incredible initiation by Sexy Fat and also by TSA there. You know, the Hex into the Monkey right as he stopped being stunned by the Rolling Thunder. In addition to Pango acknowledging that he needs to just be the one that kills Oracle. He's starting to do this now because he now needs to be the one that does that.
Definitely.
Nobody else can follow up.
These fights look dramatically different if the Oracle is free to do whatever he wants.
So he's doing a really, really good job. He's not giving any freedom to the Oracle. On point, Sexy Fat. And, you know, then the RDO just kind of existing while his team, their team just carries them, to be honest. Yamish did get an amazing quick-man terrorize into the arena there, which killed the supports and the Pango, so that was on point. If it wasn't for that, that team fight would have gone completely the way of it.
Yeah, right, because we still had, of course, Winter's Curse ready to be used there.
Yes.
Great arena, though, of course, from Cheshire Cat, who sets it up in the first place.
Yes.
But these BKBs are starting to run out. Bait, that's going to be their first salvo of very long BKBs on both Dendi and RDO alike, so I really like how they synchronize those up. Because,
Monkey's down to 7.
Monkey is down to 7, you're correct, and Rabel's going to be down to 8 now. But that's what I wanted to point out, right? Rabel, in this team fight, no impact on the puck, right? No Aghanim Scepter equals no impact versus BKB course on puck. Yeah. Even with the Witchblade, sure, your damage is all right, but, I mean, is it really versus 34 armor? No, right? Nothing is going to be good enough there, except for maybe a good Dream Coil into the Aghanim Scepter to them down, hold them in the arena, something like that. But great fight from Bait. You're completely right. I think they need to try and get some more pressure here, at least secure this next Roche, which has respawned very quickly here. It's the faster Roches. Ready to go. That might be a good opportunity here for Bait. And I want to wait for meta, obviously, and probably EXO to both be up, and then I think they can look to contest that. They've already got Vision set up. It's looking pretty good for Bait here.
It is looking pretty good. See what they go for now. Because obviously, there's no objectives for you to take, right? So there's no need for you to push a team fight until Roshan, right? And if anything, you'd go for pick-off to try to secure the Roshan. That's your next objective. Roshan into high ground. Unless you want to go for the tier 2 bottom, which... So, Bait wants to dominate the map, and they want to fight any fights that you force, but they don't want to initiate on you. They have no need.
Yeah, I think both of these teams, Dendi especially, he's going to know, guys, we don't need to force a fight right now.
RTO's in a really bad position. Really, really bad.
They're going to catch him.
BKB, do they have edge on the top? No.
Team's nearby. Terrorize combo is going to be a little late, but he is just going to run faster into the arms of his team. So that's no coil. That's no coil. That's no terrorize. If I'm bait, I go, let's do Roche.
Yeah, exactly. Or let's force a fight.
Oh yeah?
Better, right? Because there's no coil. TV just got Daedalus as well. They go for the Willow first. Not as valuable as the Oracle, but still a kill. Yep, that's a kill take. And now you can Roche.
Yep.
No terrorize, no coil.
No coil. You're good to go. No buyback either on the Dark Willow, and this is probably going to allow Bait then, of course, the luxury of not having to use meta nor Exo to get this Roche down, which means they're going to be running up to your high ground in about 20 seconds. So in this time, Raybal, yeah, you can see he's like, well, we got to push. We got to cut the lanes, right? We got to cut the lanes.
We can't really fight this right now. They're a bit too strong. RDO now, he starts to really get to this late game. Aegis and RDO, she's on the DP.
Full Daedalus now.
Yeah, he got it before that Roche. So he's really happy right now. He's ready to fight. Should not start looking for a kill. However, Winter's Curse again. If you lose that as your initiation, you don't have a way to deal with BKBs too much, so be careful, right?
See all of them right now. Winstrike taking just a bad path back. Yeah, this is what you want. Now you're just going to go mid. We've already got the Conjure image here cutting the wave.
Oh, is Puck still there? Oh, okay, I heard silence. They tried to go and fight this Winstrike. After just losing the Oracle. Okay, Golden Brace to save the Winter Wyvern. That arena doesn't do anything.
TSA is
dead. He's chasing after Shishor Cat, but yeah, TSA is dead. Still have a Winter's Curse. Can they save Duster? He just tries his best, but he can't do it. And this chaotic team fight is actually going to go in favor of Winstrike, killing 2 supports for nothing, wasting a bunch of ultimates from Mate.
Yeah, and the meta as well. Of course, RDO with Aegis.
Sorry, I was considering that an ultimate in my eyes.
Yeah. No, for sure. But that's what was confusing to me. He wants to save BKB for his second life. I understand that, or maybe he wants to be conservative with his 9-second BKB usage. Totally understand that, my man. But you're just trapped inside the arena. He couldn't do a damn thing. That was a perfect zone in arena because you cage in the TB, and that's most of your damage right now. That's going to burn a solid, what, 2 minutes, basically, off of this Aegis. So very well played to Winstrike there. Of course, it's not going to win them the game. I think Bait's still in the driver's seat, and they could look for a kill on Raybal, but he gets the blink out. Sex Strat, unfortunately. I'm already using here the Rolling Thunder. Does have the Ag Shard, though, so roll-up is ready to go.
Dire's bottom tower
Also,
is under
Rolling
attack.
Thunder with
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing with like Sunray. It's a stop Sunray or something like that.
It's like those things. All of a sudden, you realize that the real guys making this game are coders. Minimal amount of information.
Oh, of course. I think I was playing a game. I was playing like Turbo, and I just kept randoming to get a couple of different heroes and check them out. And on one of the eggs, it was Bane. It was like reduces cooldown and increases damage. And I goes, well, great. What is this? Well, I had to go to the wiki to figure out what it actually did.
It's under attack.
Oh, it's great. We love to see it. RDO, he's going to be able to demolish that last outer tower remaining for the side of Winstrike. Garacho, he's still pretty damn strong, though. 7-second BKB is like the last really good one that you get. Of course, the issue this time around is, of course, the control out from the Shaman, but also just the damage right now for TB.
We just got the X on TB. Pretty big deal, because the X can push the Monkey King out of sight of his circle.
It can, yeah.
So that's a big deal. If you hex him or anything, really, you use the... of course. Called use the Terror Wave, and then you push him out of the circle, or you just kill him. One or the other. Be a really tough fight now for Winstrike.
It gives you more skirmishing potential as well. This is something I always like to bring up because it gives you 10 seconds of the meta on a relatively shorter cooldown, of course. Still pretty long. Yeah. We'll take a look at it here. There he is. Oh, hold that thought. The Hex, they've caught Cheshire Cat. This is a great catch, and the Shackles from downtown. Phantom, he has to use the false promise to just counter initiate, but they still actually hit him with the Terror Wave, and now Sex Strat rolling around here. Halts, they say to Cheshire Cat. You are under arrest, and they've got plenty of damage. I mean, he gets the blink away, but it's just going to be his dead corpse getting delivered, courtesy of the Blink Dagger. 80 seconds dead, but he does have the buyback at the very least.
Unfortunate there. Winstrike loses the Mars there, which means you don't have your team fight ready, so he's going to have to buy back if you want to defend this, or else you don't defend this. We'll see what they want to do. They actually come in meta for this, so they might want to force a fight. You could, this come in a meta, so it's not the worst of fights.
Yeah, the Monkey King's not home right now, so he's going to have to TP on back.
That's fine for you. There's the buyback, yeah. You see RDOs, half the meta's gone. It's a good time to fight. You're going to force him to retreat.
Yeah, bait, they're gonna go, all right, guys, this is good. RDO, do you have buyback? And RDO goes, what? What buyback?
He has ages, though.
We've been here before.
He has ages, though.
Yes, but it's on TV.
He has ages. It's fine. It's good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're not going to go through this again.
I just want to point it out.
Buyback is not a thing in Brazil.
It's not a thing. Doesn't exist.
Every time they go, hey, do you have BB? They go, no, I'm terrible. Not bristleback.
I'm TV, not bristleback. Here we go. Winstrike. They're looking for a fight. Position in here. They've scouted Duster, and they're going to commit the coil for him now. Sexy back hand counter initiating will, but a two-man boundless strike down from Diracho into the terror wave. Now RDO might be in some trouble as he's going to be pinned down. There goes his first life. Diracho, his BKB is going to be expiring, so TV can now try and fight him. Doesn't have the dough, does have the terror wave. That means he can be able to actually turn now onto Diracho, trapped inside the circle with as well. This arm with a lucky shot, and there's going to be a roll up Sexy Fat. They've got the damage and the control, and also they've got the kill onto the Mars. That's a dieback for Cheshire Cat. They're not done yet as Yamich will be scouted. Boundless strike on over from Sexy Fat. And that's going to be another dieback there too. As bait, they go this time. You know, RDO, he's taking their buybacks. He doesn't have it, but he'll take yours.
I cannot believe it wasn't a team. To be honest, Sexy Fat is doing so much work. This guy needs a promotion. And my
Dire's
goodness, what a
bottom
pack
barracks
game.
has fallen.
Like seriously, that team fight, if it wasn't because of his rolling thunder, and of course his swashbuckler to some degree as well with lucky shots, they wouldn't have been able to last as long, and RDO wouldn't have been able to get this counter initiation on the Terror Wave and everything. It was perfectly calculated, the Terror Wave, which to some degree was a bit of luck as to how long Winstrike would be able to take and initiate on you. But killing Duster so early, and even to some degree TSA, which they just completely canceled early, was just a huge blow to Bait's draft, and it was all up to Sexy Fat to regain that team fight.
I mean, it's luck, but it's also bait choosing to fight and take these early skirmishes when they knew they were strong and forcing out these longer duration BKBs, right?
Sure, that's also true.
Yeah, because I mean...
No, I mean luck in the Terror Wave sense, because the Terror Wave got used earlier and you just waited in the high ground. And if
I got you, I think he had it back.
Yeah, if Winstrike had just gotten in there maybe like 20 seconds earlier, you wouldn't have Terror Wave or meta, and that would have been a loss. But instead, you had Terror Wave by... I don't want to say luck entirely. It's not really luck.
They scan out Diracho. They know where he's at.
Oh
no, this is terrible. TSA. This could be GG. Hex up in the trees. They need to cut him down. Oh,
he goes down. Rolling Thunder used. Okay.
They'll follow up Shackles in time.
That's some bullshit, though. How is Hex slower than your jump, Mike?
I'm telling you, Hex has been nerfed quite heavily over the years. It used to be the strongest thing ever in existence.
No, it's not Hex's fault. It's jump and snoop.
Well,
Hex is 0 cast point spell. How do you jump in that time?
I'm telling you, dude. You ever see a chicken jump?
No, it's not about the chicken.
Now you have.
I don't care if you can jump while Hex. I don't think that jump should be that cast point, dude. He has a cast point. It should be a 0.1 cast point. He clearly doesn't have it.
Dire are scanning.
You're not gonna find any
Chickens can jump.
Monking is to nerf the jump.
All right, well now we've got Telescope here for Shaman. Dendi's going to go ahead and hand it on over. Good guy, Dendi. That's how you hand items to your position 4s and 5s. You don't send them all the way to the fountain and have their slow couriers carry it out. You just hand it to them, you monsters. It's that easy.
Okay. Yes. Go to hub for a second. Fuck this. Goes to level 25, which I'm assuming will be the Metamorphosis attack though.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Rarely is Thunder really...
Especially since it still has a mana cost now. Which is not really too impactful here. Plenty of mana for the TB. Back in the day...
Now the BKBs cancel it, right? Like how many Sunders realistically you can fight.
Yeah, very true.
Usually you're getting 1 Sunder if you're lucky.
I will say
your teammates.
We're down to a 5-second BKB. Oh, Cheshire Cat. Madman?
I don't know about this way. They actually catch the Willow. Small farmers for the Willow. Not ideal. Rolling Thunder destroys the team fight completely. Winstrike might lose the Monkey King. The Basher stops his plays. And now they go for the Oracle as well. That's the Oracle done. Monkey King as well. Everyone's dead on Winstrike. Now this might be multiple lanes of racks. X works on Cheshire Cat, and the Great God of War is turned into a chicken and into a Kentucky-fied chicken.
GG.
After finding out the puck, that's a GG call. Really easy anticlimactic ending by Winstrike just suiciding into the enemy team.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not really sure what the plan was there because they kind of had jumped in a little bit too early with Cheshire Cat. Like they were on a different page, right? Because Monkey King was running away along with his Oracle, along with his Willow, and then Cheshire Cat